Good morning, everybody. It is day 9? 9. We are starting off today with our advent calendar with Kit Kat. Take 5. We have a quote and 2 challenges today. Where's the quote? Let's do that first. Alright, the quote is, "Write what should not be forgotten" by Isabel Allende. Get that up there for you guys. There you go. And then the first challenge is, I love how these ones lined up. Like, I swear, I literally just matched up a quote and a challenge, put them in the bags, and then the extras I just shoved in other bags. This one is, research your local wildlife, select an animal to add in. And then we have, add a previous pet to the story. So 2 animal ones today. I think I mentioned it last year. Ooh, sorry, my throat. It's getting to that season where you get dry when you sleep. And that is the only thing I don't like about this time of year, is that I get so dry, like, sleeping. Or just in general, like, my throat gets so dry. Because it's dry out, you know? It's fine. But, so I believe I mentioned it last year that I technically don't have any previous pet besides fish. So what I did last year was I used an animal that had meant a lot to me because I had family that had pets. But also I rode horses a lot. And I believe I added in one of the horses last year. So that's probably what I'm going to do again, is figure out an animal like that to add as the pet and go from there. So let's get going on the day. We got a lot to do today. I have to edit a podcast. I have a therapy appointment. I got to do some work. And I got to get writing. So got a lot to do today. Let's get on it. Hey there, everyone. It is the end of day 9. I know what day it is. No, I don't. It's fine. I did a lot of stuff today. I had to edit a podcast, and I didn't get to doing any work, but I did get invited to play some games with some friends for a little bit. So I did do that instead. But, like, it's fine. I haven't gotten to play games with them in like over 2 weeks because they're my online gaming friends and I have been gone for 2 weeks. So I figured it was, you know, I can just do some work tomorrow instead or whatnot and make up for it. I was worried that I wasn't going to get my words in today. I was really struggling, and then all of a sudden, like the last like hour, I just like took off and I went zoom through everything. So I ended up with 1,739 words for the day, which puts me at 17,620. So we're doing really good. I'm really happy with how this is going. And I ended in the middle of the scene, so I'm actually probably going to go finish it. So that'll go into my word count for tomorrow. I didn't get to using the pets or the local animal today, just because the scene that I was doing pretty much exclusively that 1700 was for was a spicy scene. So I didn't feel like bringing up an old pet or bringing in a pet, an animal, or a wildlife that was the proper time to do it. And I'm not out of that scene yet, so I'm going to try and add those in maybe tomorrow, just for fun, to still see if I can get those in there, just because it wasn't, the best time. But it was a pretty good scene. I actually ended up enjoying writing it. I was worried going into it because the last few days I've been really slugging through the scenes. They haven't felt quite right. That I was worried going into today that this scene would not feel very right. But it had turned itself around. It is still rough, but I am really enjoying it so far. So I'm really happy with that. I have found, I don't know if anyone else has had this problem, so if you have, let me know, where you're so focused on like trying to have different sentence structures and kind of vary the lengths of your sentences that you end up almost going like in a pattern and do the same like structure for sentences every other sentence. Because I have noticed that I will do like this like short sentence and then like a longer one where it's like putting two pieces together of a sentence, and I'll do like a couple short ones, and then I'll do like the exact same format of the long ones, and I'm like, at least it's varying, but I'm doing this same sentence structure over and over and over and over again, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Not gonna lie. Like, so that's gonna be something Editor Nova has to deal with, and I don't think Editor Nova is gonna like me for it. Because I don't like me for it. Yeah, if you guys have any tips on, like, how to vary your sentence structure, but not get so varied that you end up going into a pattern, let me know, because I might need help. I also, because one of the biggest things that I always have, and I always point out, and I don't know if this is a me thing, we did learn about this in college, of don't have more than 2 sentences in a row that start with the same word. So if you're doing like an I perspective, unless it is like a certain like grammar thing you're trying to do for funsies, I can't think of the word right now, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Don't have them be the same. So if you do like I said this, I walked away, I opened the door, I did this. Change the I's. Change a couple of the I's in there and shake it up. So I feel like since I've started focusing on that and realizing like, hey, you shouldn't do that, I feel like I almost do it more. Or I overwork my writing to make sure I don't do it. And so that's a thing that Editor Nova will have to deal with in the future. But that's a big thing for me. Even like reading other people's writings, I read something the other day and this person started 5 or 6 sentences in a row with she, and by about the 4th one I was like cringing, and by the 6th one I was so done. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. Can someone take me home? So yeah, that's also a thing. It's fine. But other than that, I don't have too much to report for you guys today. Tomorrow, I hope I will have a cute little cafe vlog for you as I do some writing there. I also want to get done through the spicy scene so I don't have to write it there. Some days I am perfectly fine writing spicy scenes out in public, and then other days my anxiety is like, no. So, we shall see how that goes. I will see you guys all tomorrow, and I hope your nano is going wonderful. Much love to everybody. Bye!